Is this the best budget compact slider around? Let's find out. So I originally saw this slider on Indiegogo, was really intrigued with the simplicity of it all. Now soon after I saw that, my buddy Armando Ferreira of Mondobytes happened to get one in for review. I decided to buy it. Now I currently use a great motorized slider from the folks over at Rhino, but unfortunately that's like over $1,000 and quite cumbersome to take out of the house. Now this smartest slider, on the other hand, is compact, easy to set up on the go, practically all with one hand. Now there's a couple ways to use this. You can control it with an app on your phone, or just do simple movements by double tapping the side button to get it to slide from one way and then back to the other. Now of course when I received the slider, it was packaged very Apple-esque, and it even actually came with a bunch of different cables for different camera manufacturers for more advanced shots. Unfortunately, the first one I bought was DOA. So I did reach out to the company, and after going back and forth a little bit, sent them some videos of it actually not turning on. They did send me a new one. Now this did ship from overseas, so it took a couple weeks to get, so keep that in mind if you have any issues, but they are very responsive. Thankfully, the second one did work out of the box, or so I thought. Now, while I began testing the slider out at home, it worked fine. But the second that I took it out of the house, that's when the issues started. From constantly dropping signal to the phone to actually stopping in the middle of movements. Now, I'm not the only one that saw this, so I'm not going crazy. Now, that was like a month or so ago. It seems to be working fine. I have taken it out of the house, and it's worked just fine doing the exact same thing I did before. Now, more recently, I was having some issues charging this with third-party cables, so just keep that in mind. Now, I want to take a look at the app itself and show you guys what exactly you can do with this slider. First things first, at the main screen, you've got a pretty large display, which will give you the amount of time it takes to complete one cycle. So, for example, if you set this to 75%, it'll take 26 seconds to go across one time. And if you take it down to 8%, it'll take you about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to make one pass. Now, again, this all depends on what you need it for, so it's very straightforward. And to get the slider moving, you simply tap the arrow to the right, and if you want to stop it, you go ahead and tap that again. They do have some redundancy here. They have a little L and an R above that next to the slider, and you can do those as well. On the top left corner of the app, you have two settings: an alert sound that will actually beep when the slider reaches the end. Some people like this, some don't. And an auto mode that if your camera is connected via the cable, it will automatically start and end shooting. On the top right corner, you have your three modes that this can do: time-lapse, stop motion, and loop mode. For example, on time-lapse, you can go in and do the interval, the play time, and the record time. They do have some settings in here, depending on what you want to shoot, but you can also adjust these yourself. If you want to record for less time, you go ahead and hit the slider down, and that will tell you how long of a clip you will get by the amount of time that you're recording. This is a very helpful tool because you can actually go in, do a quick calculation, what you want to shoot at, how many frames per second, and how long it will take. For someone like myself, this is extremely helpful because I know exactly how long of a clip I'll get, depending on how long I need to record when I'm out and about. Next, if you're doing a stop motion, this will bring you in, set how many frames you want to shoot, tap next to continue. So you set the number that you're looking for. Once you're done that, you go ahead and tap next, and boom, you're ready to go. You got on your bottom left corner, it's going to go from left to right. Once you go ahead and tap that, you will go ahead, take the picture, the slider will move over, and continue on and so forth. Next is loop mode, which is made just as easy as the other two. Literally go in, see what speed you want to shoot it at. This will go ahead and go back and forth, and you know that 100%, that will take 20 seconds. The build quality of this, which I think is something that people are going to be interested in. CNC'd from a big old block of aluminum and stainless steel components. I don't think you can ask for anything better as far as how it feels. Definitely has some weight to it, doesn't feel like it's going to bend or break. This can support up to 33 pounds. I have on here right now my 502 Manfrotto head, the A7R2, and the Atmos Ninja with the little rig on top that holds it on top of the camera. Now this is not an insane amount of weight by any means. However, check out what Armando did. That is absolutely crazy. A C200, his battery and all rigging on top of it, that's a lot of weight, and it had no problems moving and balancing it. It weighs about 1.26 pounds, has a battery life of about 48 hours with normal use, and as much as I use this, turning it on, turning it off, doing it for a few shoots, you're not using it a whole lot. I felt like I went a couple weeks before I actually needed to charge this. It connects via Bluetooth, what they refer to as low energy communication, so it's not going to drain your phone battery like mad, and I'll be completely honest with you, it connects very, very quick. So the price and how you can get it. It's $399, and they currently have it through their Indiegogo campaign, which is done, but they're still selling it through there. They got pre-orders on their website, so you could probably go on there and get it for that price. So do I think this is worth it? For the price, yes. You can certainly go on Amazon and look for other sliders that are $399 or under that, and you're not going to get something this small and compact that has an app that is so fluid and simple to use for that price. I think they did a good job with this, so you guys let me know what you think.